So it's up to the states now. Big Story samples the opinion of some members of the state houses of assembly to give the local government unions an insight to what awaits them in the next phase of their struggle. Let's go to Osun, Delta and Enugu states.
As far as the autonomy is concerned, personally, I, as everyone who was Speaker of Enugu State, if they ask me to vote, I will vote for local government's autonomy. But when it comes to that day, during our own debate, I'm just the presiding officer. And I'm the presiding officer, I'm the chief servant. That's why at the end of every motion or any bill, I'll say, those in favor say aye. I don't like what the chairman said here. Those against say nay. Because the vote that there will be yes or no vote. But I believe with the NULGE, we still have a lot of job to do. We still go to their various constituency and engage their representative here. My job is even I don't have voting power. Unless I stand there, where can I come and I vote? I vote there. But on the issue of voting, we have a lot of job to do. The NULGE, we have all the local government here. We have somebody who represents you here. As you are marched to my office as the speaker, you still move local government by local government. Even if visiting them in their house or constituency office or engaging them, where do I get to? The local government want to see you.
Local government is the most nearest government to the grassroots. If any local government chairman is doing something outside what he's supposed to do, it is easy, very easy for the masses to correct them. The Oba can invite him, the masses can troop to his office and correct whatever he's doing that is not okay. But who can dare go to the governor? It's not possible. If they say this local government you are a thief, they can even not allow him to go to the office. The youth in this locality can barricade the office that he should not go. If he did that one within a week, there will be changes.
I, Honorable Chief EVANCE IVWURIE, the member representing Ethiopians in the Delta State House of Assembly, we vote without let or hindrance and without any hesitation for the autonomy of local government administration in Nigeria. Because the local government is the grassroots government. That is the government that is closest to the people. That is the government that is first felt by the people in terms of development. But what do we have in Nigeria today? Almost 98% of the local government area in Nigeria are underdeveloped, are poverty-ridden. There is no structure, there is no development, because there is no financial autonomy. So anytime I will vote that every local government area should draw their money from the federation account directly, and the one that comes from the state government should go straight to the local government area, so that local government can be independent, so that it can no longer be manipulated. You see, I say this with all sense of seriousness. Now, as I've said earlier, I say Nigeria democracy is undergoing the strongest challenge.
If you look at our system of governance to start with, Nigeria is a federation, and that's very clear. And so when you talk about federation, there can only be two centers of power. We talk about the government at the center, which is the federal government, and of course the federating units, who are not subject to the federal government. In true federalism, they are coordinates and interdependence, that is the center government and the federation units. And as such, in handling the issue of true federalism, we must recognize that that is the only way to go.
The issue does not really bother the unions, as they believe that if the advantages of their autonomy is placed side by side with the disadvantages, then amending the laws to accommodate their requests would be easy.
The difference will be in governance, and of course, governance will eventually evolve what people stand to gain from it, the dividends of democracy. I want to say that if autonomy is granted, you'll find some things dying naturally. What are the things? This agitation for we're neglected, we're done with this, we're marginalized. You'll find some of these agitations are going to die naturally because local government will have more money to do more projects, to do more developmental projects, to build more primary healthcare centers, to build more markets, to do so many things. So that is number one. I am also a strong believer that should autonomy be granted, then we'll have policing being monitored. Because, take for instance, Lagos State, you have the neighborhood security corps now. So if that is also granted, you find every local government chairman seeing ensuring the peace and security of his or our own local government. Then again, you find our people through different programs, whether you call it poverty alleviation, whether give it any name, you find all these programs being more pronounced and who stands to benefit the ordinary people of Nigerians. So we stand to gain so much with autonomy when it's given than what we're experiencing now.
Not because we're not agitating now, it's just a formality.
In spite of how promising this sounds, some Nigerians still believe that local government autonomy will not bring about the automatic efficiency of the tier of government. They ask for the participation of people.
The free will to choose, they will checkmate them. The people are not checkmating the local governance because they know they are not there by their own virtue. They are there by the virtue of their political leaders and the governors. So you know they will not be responsible to you. So they don't bother to checkmate them. But when you have that free will and you know that your choice matters, you checkmate those excesses. And that is what is happening. Look at all of the funding. This we're talking about Shopee. Local government were giving Shopee. Till date, nobody has questioned them. Everybody is focusing on what is happening at the top, the Senate President, the custom this. And whereas this is where real governance must start to be built. All right. If we do not get it all right at the local government level, all that is happening at the top is a game. It's a waste of time. It's so important that we get the institution of local government right. Because the institution of local government must be built on a standard for the purpose of which it was created for. If the purpose for which it was created for was to sustain democracy and to increase development, then you want to make sure the processes by which people who would be in that institution of local government, that they will be there for that purpose, or their loyalty will be for that purpose. So if it is the people that will make choices freely to choose those people that will represent them, they would know they are responsible to those people. And that's the institution of local government we must build.
So we keep our fingers crossed and see the side which the State Houses of Assembly will take on this matter. What do you think about giving autonomy to local government? Talk to us on Big Story. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ini John Mekwa.